So we talked about where we had business opportunities as kids, as brothers. Joe, Mark, Brandon, Jean-Paul, Gedeon, the Super Gedeon brothers, as we like to call them. Now we're teenagers and we have driver's licenses. So we could do some businesses together. In 2010, unfortunately for some people, businesses closed. It's a very serious thing, but the result of that was office chairs and desks and filing cabinets ending up on the side of the road for bulk pickup. So as I'm leaving work, I look to the side and I'm driving, I say, whoa, wait a minute, that is a filing cabinet. And did you know filing cabinets are not cheap? Metal ones, metal filing cabinets, the old kind, which are strong and sturdy. If you saw $60 or $80 on the ground, would you pick it up?
Excellent.
I sure would. So I started having a fascination with filing cabinets on the side of the road. Enter the world of Craigslist. What do you mean by Craigslist? Casual encounters, gotta do what you gotta do. That's not what we did. This is before Let Go, before OfferUp, before Facebook Marketplace. It was Craigslist, where you could find and sell anything. And locally, I post an ad for a car here in the car section. If someone posts an ad, I get pushed down. Someone posts another one, pushed down. So it's just pushing down, 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 down. Now you wanna be on page one. It's what's called before the fold. So when you go to that screen, click, and it shows up, you wanna be in that screen. You don't wanna be down so you have to scroll. You know, then people gotta search. We started doing some hacking. With Craigslist, you could only post one time every 72 hours. Well, there's ways around that. Bought a domain name from GoDaddy, and you would just create, so let's just say it's jpeghawaii.com. I would create Monday at jpeghawaii.com, Tuesday at jpeghawaii.com, and so on. So I would post daily. I would use Monday for Monday, Tuesday for Tuesday. And that kind of gets in when we had to post multiple times because you wanted to stay up on that list. Craigslist is just one long list of, Brandon and I wanted to be a little flashy. You know, we wanted to be guys like, you know, big baller guys. So we'd grab a couple BMWs, a couple Mercedes, and these are cars that we would buy for like $10,000 each. So at one point, we had a dropped Mercedes-Benz with like really nice springs, the smoothest car I've ever rode is the E-Class. And then we bought an S-Class with big 20-inch chrome blades, straight up gangsta drug dealer looking car. So we spent like $30,000 on cars. And when we finally sold those, we got, I think it was between $3,000 and $4,500. Not a good return on our money, especially in something you could crash and lose all your money. So as we found that we were selling Jettas, like once we would get a Jetta, we'd post it up, boom, a certain kind of person bought it, quick. Whoa, we need to focus on Jettas. Why? Great engines, good transmission, but the headlights would get really foggy and yellow, and the ceilings would always fall. I loved it. I would see a Jetta, I'm like, oh, that's a beautiful car, low mileage, and the headlights in the interior is just not so good. Well, we knew guys who could reupholster the ceiling. We knew how to buff out the lights or go on eBay and grab some really cool like halo angel eyes, you know, 230 bucks. We know how to put it in ourselves, that's fine. So out of the course of our Craigslist journey and flipping cars, all this, our high school career was Jettas, the occasional Honda Civic, those are cool. A truck, if you get a truck, sold. Four-wheel drive truck, done. You sold it already before you got it. We figured this out that, hey, these cars, they start out great, they start out new, they're cute, and they look great for a lot of the girls who we bought them from. With the lack of taking care of it and just how the vehicle was built, the ceilings would sag, the lights would get foggy, they didn't want to keep the car, so they sold it. Well, we'd buy the car, $3,500 to $5,000 tops. We could take that same car, sell it for $5,000 to $6,500. So you're making $1,000 to $1,500 a car, a pop. So add that up, you figured it out. We're buying the car from the sons or daughters who are selling the car. These are private school kids. And we would fix them up, clean them, and sell it right back to the families who are buying a secondhand car for their kid who are going to a private school. Now, not all of them are going to private school, but the majority of them were, because I would ask them, why are you buying the car? Who are you buying it for? And it would always be the same story. I said, wow, this is a crazy little market, a very niche, and that was what we did with Volkswagen Jettas. So there's a recurring theme. History repeats itself, and what we found is when you find your niche, there's an aha moment. So you're just like, aha, or oh. What we found, it related like the golf balls we used to sell. We'd find the golf balls that people lost and they were dirty, we'd sell it right back to the golfers that lost them. What we would do in this time, when we found the Volkswagen Jettas that were dirty, saggy ceilings, yellow headlights, we would clean them up and sell it right back to the type of family who bought it initially for their kids in school. The same correlation. And we do that today in business as well. We identify the same type of customer because we've seen it before. We can recognize these patterns.